Charbria White. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about help I'm hidden. So I have been getting a lot of questions and a lot of women who've been messaging me saying, you know what, Char, I feel like God's forgotten about me. I feel like I'm not attractive. I feel like the ugly duckling. I feel like no men are trying to holler. I feel like no men are paying attention to me right now. Nobody's trying to talk to me. Like, I'm feeling a little bit desperate. What's wrong with me? Am I ugly? What's going on? And like, seriously, you might laugh, but this is legit how the enemy can play tricks on our minds and have us feeling insecure about ourselves because so-called no one's trying to holler at us or talk to us, or it just feels like the right kind of guys, we're not getting their attention. Because again, we know that the word tells us that it's he who finds a wife who finds a good thing. So we're not supposed to be out there chasing down men or being thirsty, acting like we don't know our worth, we don't know our value. But let me just tell you that there was a season, if I could be real, where I feel like nobody likes me, y'all. Like, nobody was trying to talk to me. Nobody was looking my way. And it was in a season where, to be honest, if I could be very transparent, I felt kind of desperate. I felt like I'm tired of being single. I felt like, you know what, God, like, I've been trying to live for you. I've been trying to do things the right way, but this is getting tough. This is getting hard. I'm feeling lonely, and I just feel like, what's going on? And so I just want to encourage that person who feels like no one's checking for them and you're allowing the enemy to dictate to you your worth or your value, or the fact that maybe you don't feel pretty or valuable or beautiful or sexy or whatever the thing might be. Ultimately, you guys just have to know that God has somebody for you if that's your desire, but it is in his timing, y'all. And usually his timing is not our timing, which sometimes it feels like that sucks, but it's just true. He does know best. He knows best, and he knows what season we're in, and he knows when we can't handle something. And if I could be honest, in that season where I felt that way, I couldn't handle it. He was protecting me from myself and choosing somebody that really wasn't the right person for me, choosing a counterfeit, meaning not the promise that God had for me, not the man of God that God had for me. But the fact is, when we're lonely and we're super desperate and we feeling thirsty for it, it's like we will go for anything instead of the thing or the person that is really equally yoked with us, who really is loving us the way that we should be loved, who understands our worth and our value. So I want to just tell you that when I went through that season, it was tough because I was like, man, I got no sex appeal. I'm not cute. Nobody's checking for me. And God was like, that's not it. Never let what somebody says to you or not says to you, or the attention they give you or not attention that they're giving you, affect you knowing who you are, you knowing your beauty, you knowing your value. And God had to give me the revelation that I was hidden. He was hiding me because at that time, y'all, I was too desperate. I would have just accepted anything. And in God's grace and mercy and his loving kindness, he knew that. He hid me. So it seemed like nobody was paying attention to me. But the truth was, God was helping me because I was going to just lead myself into more heartbreak, more problems, more situations that just wasn't what God had for me, more disappointment in the end, and even probably settling for less because I just wanted to be in a relationship or I just wanted to feel love. And God's like, no, I have somebody for you, but you have to wait. So it was tough, but I found fulfillment in God because I had to give it to him. Yeah, I had to cry out to him. Yeah, I had to be real. Yeah, I had to be around like godly women, friends to encourage me because I had to know that in due time, God had somebody for me. But my value, my beauty, my virtue, my sex appeal had nothing to do with the fact that so-called no men were trying to check for me or trying to talk to me or trying to pursue me. God was really hiding me for the season that he has me in now, where I am in a godly courtship. And y'all, when I tell y'all I didn't have to pursue, that scripture is true. It's he who finds, not us who finds. I didn't do a thing. I was so chill. I was so content in my season that I didn't even want to talk to the person that I'm in the courtship with now originally, because I'm like, no, I'm good. But God opened my heart like, remember, you told me, and it was prayers that I prayed years ago, y'all. God reminded me, you told me that when it was your timing, God, if it was his timing, and if he sent a man of God who truly loved God and who would truly love me like Christ loved the church, and we were equally yoked, that I would give him a chance. And God had to remind me of that. And I'm like, yeah, that's true, Lord. So he was like, open your heart. And I had to even open my heart to dating because the truth of the matter is I was so content, and it was a fight to get to that contentment. So that for me was valuable. So I'm like, that's not going to be easily given up just because some guy, all of a sudden wants to talk to me. I'm like, Lord, you need to lead me in this. But God opened my heart, and I had to do nothing. Y'all, it was so seamless. It was so easy. God did it all. And I'll share more of that in the future, but I did not have to seek. I did not have to fret. I did not have to do anything. And it's like, I couldn't have chose a better person for me to be in a courtship than the person I'm with now. But God did it. I didn't do it. And to be honest, it was when I didn't care about it anymore. It was when I didn't idolize marriage or relationship anymore. It was when I was just like, God, I'm content now, and I'm just going to work this single life out, me and you, and we're going to thrive in this because this is the life you gave me. And when I got to that point, it was some years though, but when I was for real about that, and it just wasn't a scheme to try to get God to do what I wanted him to do, for him to send me a man, when I was real in that season, that's when I feel God did it. And so I want to encourage you, nothing's wrong with you. You're beautiful, you have sex appeal, you're virtuous, you're worthy of love, respect, and a godly man, but you have to know that. If God has you in this season where you feel like nobody's checking for you, trying to talk to you, or maybe counterfeits trying to talk to you, people that you're not interested in, just understand that he's hiding you and be grateful for that. It don't feel good all the time. I'm going to keep it real, but be grateful for that because he loves you and he has a plan for your life. So I love you, ladies. Hopefully this has helped you. If it did, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, subscribe below and share it with somebody this might help. But again, I hope that this is going to help you to know that you are somebody and that you are beautiful. And it has nothing to do with if a man compliments you or is chasing after you or not. God created you. Fearfully and wonderfully are you. And so he made you that way. So again, go to charbria.com if you want to check out blogs, or Charbria White, my YouTube channel, to see more of what we've been talking about in our topic. So I love you, ladies. Hopefully this has encouraged you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.